All right. Hey guys, how you doing? Can you hear me? It is Rich Guzman.
Hey guys, it's Anastasia Hollins, better known as Coach Ace.
Ace and Rich is in the house.
That's right.
What is happening? Welcome to our live, your daily dose of marketing education. So let me go over to the Facebook and see how my peeps are doing.
Make sure that you like, comment, and share, because sharing is caring.
It is caring.
Yes.
Let me see here. I am going to, there we go. Hey, look at everybody. Awesome, 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 awesome. So guys, we're going to talk about something today that's so really cool. I'm so pumped about it. Anastasia is going to really go and dive in deep, right? We did this earlier today with our company in the Freedom Call. And it turned out to be a really great call. A lot of great information that we thought that if people missed it, guess what? You're not going to miss it, because we're going to do it all over again, okay? Because some of you guys, some of you guys were at work, you couldn't be there, but I think it's great to hear this information. It has changed my life immensely, and so when you guys hear this, I'm sure it'll touch you as well. So you guys ready? Can you hear me and see us okay? Hello? Guys, I'm in one of my goofy moods.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's the coffee speaking.
I think it's the green tea.
It's the green tea for you.
The green tea.
Yeah.
It detoxes all the crap. Out of here,
So, Tracy Lee, good to see you. Di Robin, good to see you, ladies. Teresa Morrison, hello. Nicole Harris, good to see you. Warner from Thailand, good to see you. Rosemary Unu, good to see you. Nafu, good to see you as well. Don Jorgensen, Nicole Harris. All right, keep them coming, guys.
Listen, guys, I'm going to say it right now. Tomorrow at midnight, Top Gun Academy ends. If you haven't got it yet, make sure you go get it.
Yeah,
and if you ain't got the link, we'll put it on here at the end.
The early bird discount is going away tomorrow at midnight.
That puppy's going up. And let me tell you,
it's going congratulations to those of you who actually took actual massive action yesterday. Watch the video for the 2-hour session that we had it and dived right in deep and bought Top Gun.
Yeah, a lot more people were jumping into that.
They sure
did,
man.
It's insane what's happening.
Well, you know what, Rich? It was like a no-brainer pretty much.
Well, it is, because I think what's happened, the solo ad is not as effective as it used to be.
It's not.
Okay, it really isn't, guys. I've tested like thousands upon thousands of clicks.
Yeah.
And I saw the testing that I've done, and I know how to create capture pages, guys. I know how to create funnels. I've been doing this since 2008. I will tell you that what I've been doing is getting so much more effective than, think about the leads that are responding now.
Yes.
Because we changed our traffic source.
We sure did.
And people are responding back, man, left and right. Like right now, we just shut our email. Right, my voice gets high when I get excited, see? But I just shut the email. People are responding, right? Not the solo ad leads, guys. YouTube marketing leads, search engine marketing leads. Those are the leads that are more responsive. And
we haven't even done any paid YouTube ads. This is all organic.
I just opened up the YouTube ad account, and I'm waiting for Top Gun to be coming out, and we're going to totally dominate.
All right.
Can't wait. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Today, guys, what we're going to talk about is entrepreneurship is an adventure, not a destination.
Woo!
So we're going to do a little bit of mindset coaching training today.
Mindset,
you guys are intrigued, right?
Yes.
We're always doing tactical stuff and things like that. So today we're going to dive in deep and we're going to go into the mind, okay? We're going to go into the mindset.
Is that okay, guys? Are you okay with that? Are you okay if we go into the mind?
Mindset is everything when it comes to the business. It's the 80-20 rule.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. If that's okay with you guys, we will get started.
All right.
So let us know in
Who's
the
ready
chat.
to rock? Let me see it. You guys ready? All right. Let's dive in. Yes. Sup, guys? All right.
Rock and roll.
Rich.
And share it out, guys.
They are doing it.
This could benefit everyone out there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let me actually go to the share screen.
No, you don't need to do that.
No share screen?
No share screen.
Oh, no share screen.
No slides.
No slides. Oh, that's right.
I'm going to talk.
You're going to talk.
Yes. I have my notes in front of me. I'm ready to go.
I like it a lot.
Okay. Cool.
So what we're going to do is we are going to get started, and let's see here. Oh, ready. We are. Let's go. Oh, well, I guess so. You guess so? Come on. You can't guess. You got to be really sure, Terry Tracy. You got to be like, I want to know.
Warner says, rest in peace, soloists.
Yes. Goodbye. See ya. Hey, Warner, make sure, did you get on Top Gun Academy? Want to make sure that you don't miss out on this. This is going to change everything. Okay? Looking out for you, bud.
That's
Looking
right.
out after you.
Okay, so basically, guys, here we go. Okay, why do we consider entrepreneurship as an adventure and not a destination? Can somebody answer me that?
Terry Tracy said, yeah, bring it on.
Why is entrepreneurship an adventure? Why do you think we consider it an adventure and not a destination? Let me see it in the chat. We're gonna have some interaction here in class today.
It's gonna be really, really, really good. I'm so pumped.
Keep it refreshed, Rich. Keep it refreshed because we want to see people's comments. We want engagement here, guys.
All right, we're going to learn some stuff.
Why is entrepreneurship an adventure? Bessie Stevens says you have to go with everything and move with the flow of things. I like that answer.
I really like that
answer. That's a really good answer.
Yeah, it's like going downstream, man.
Yeah.
Not going upstream with the current.
Tracy says it never ends. Teresa says because there is no ending. Okay, there's a little commonality there.
Okay.
It's about loving it, not just chasing the money. You have to love what you do. Yes.
Passion.
Yes.
Passion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good answers, guys. Good answers. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you guys are a couple of things to break down how entrepreneurship is an adventure. For starters, as you're going and embarking on this journey, you're going to hit a lot of roadblocks, especially when you're brand new and you're getting started. So I don't want you to look at those roadblocks as things in front of you as obstacles. I want you to look at them as road signs.
Yeah, you know how when you're driving in your car and you see a sharp curve and you got a sign that arrows facing, hey, there's a sharp left turn coming or a sharp right turn coming. It's letting you know that something is coming, right? And it's preparing you for that turn. It's no different when things are, when there's obstacles in front of you. What happens is it lets you know like, hey, there's something coming. I need to be aware of this.
Absolutely. So obstacles aren't roadblocks. They are road signs. They're deterring your focus to where you need to go. Okay. So you got to be aware of this as an entrepreneur. The adventure part of it is it's the greatest path to understanding knowledge and finding your true happiness. Okay. It's a greater path to follow, to find true knowledge, wisdom, and happiness. Your happiness. Everyone's happiness varies, right? What makes you happy? And what kind of quest are you on and embarking onto to use and leverage your business as the vehicle, right? As the vehicle to get you from A to Z.
Absolutely, yes.
Right? That's the way you have to look at it. So that's another reason why we consider entrepreneurship as an adventure. If you want better things to come into your life, then you need to understand and make space for newer things to come into your life. Otherwise, they have no place to go. So how we always say out with the old, in with the new, that's exactly what I'm referring to, right? So you got to let go of past hurts, past failures, and past things. Those are cobwebs. You got to let them go. You got to clean it up because otherwise, if you're hanging on to old baggage, right, what's going to happen? There's no room for opportunity. There's no room for new things to move into your life. No growth, right? Yeah. So you got to clean that up. The other thing is cracking the code to understanding your fear. We all have fears. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of growth, fear of stepping out of your comfort zone, fear of doing something new, fear of meeting new people, fear of going through challenges,
traveling,
fear of dying, fear of marriage, fear of going into debt, all kinds of fear. Right? Fear of going to a new school, right? Lots of different fears, okay? But in order for you to crack the code, you got to make fear your bitch. You got to make fear your bitch. That means, in other words, you got to make fear your greatest ally, okay? That's what happens with building a business and owning up to your responsibility as a business owner. You're going to embark on a bunch of fears, challenges, obstacles, roadblocks. Things are going to come into your path you have never been through. And you literally have to take those fears and make them your bitch. Okay?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
The other thing you have to consider is concern yourself with always being curious. Stay curious. Curiosity, okay? Build up anticipation of knowing curiosity and not focus on the profession and the career portion of being an entrepreneur. Because the entrepreneur hat has many different parts of the umbrella. There's a lot of different variations to being an entrepreneur, okay? So don't focus on the titleship. Focus on always remaining a student, always being curious, wanting to learn new things, pursuing greater knowledge, right? This is why hiring coaches like us, buying courses, getting involved to go to buying tickets and going to live events is so important, right? You need to go to those things. That's what keeps you curious. That's what keeps you wanting to learn more, right? When you see a dancer, okay, and you only see the outside part of a ballet dancer, and she's on stage and she's doing the most beautiful, graceful, magnificent performance of her dancing career, right? And you're seeing how cute she looks in her fucking tutu, and she's got on her ballet slippers. You're not seeing what she had to go through to get such a great performance until she takes those goddamn shoes off, and you see how many bunions and cracks on her toenails and her feet and her heels.
That sounds painful.
Okay? That is the result of success. You see, that's the thing. What happens to online, right? Give it up. Give me some hearts and likes on that one.
Yeah.
You see the only end result, but you don't know what took that ballet dancer to get to that successful portion of her dancing career until she takes off her shoes.
I mean, I've toured, I've recorded 2 albums in the studio.
Right.
And how long did that take me? Quite a few years, right?
Right.
I was always curious to know how it's done. Like, I've always remained curious. And because that curiosity, it always got me through the years in the basement of practicing in a dark basement with no light, right? But we knew there was a light because we're going to hit the stage. But it took years to get that to that point. You know, here you are practicing with a drummer. He's no good. We got to change him out for a better drummer. Another year goes by. But we never, ever, ever stop being curious what it's like to be on stage.
That's right.
What it's like to record an album professionally with a producer, right? So in my life, I've always remained curious about things. That's why I've always kept interested in things.
Is this good or what? You guys getting value? All right. Awesome. Let's move forward. Now, let's talk about the good versus the bad. Really, we are living in an endless circle of life. Okay? Life, whether good or bad, is not happening to you. So stop looking at it that way.
Yeah.
You know, that life is happening to you. Okay? It's actually happening for you. And that's a mindset shift you have to embark on and learn through personal development. You must read and learn about this. See, this type of stuff that I'm talking about is what you will find in your journey when you start reading books, when you start listening to audios, when you turn your car into a moving university and start studying and keeping your mind fresh. Okay? Because mindset is everything when it comes to this business. 80-20 rule, right? You have to literally study and keep remaining a student of the industry.
Yeah, it's 80% mindset and 20% tactics. Yeah. It really is. It's so true. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's another thing. The golden rule about money. Okay. What's the golden rule about money? When it comes to entrepreneurship, you need to look at money as not like spending your money. You got to stop looking at it like that. You're thinking like a consumer, not as a business owner. Entrepreneurs don't look at spending money. We look at it as investing our money into learning and gaining more experiences, not focusing on spending it on things materialistic.
Right. You think about it, when you spend on experiences, what's happening is let's say you buy a course, for example, right? What is that doing for you? That is basically giving you knowledge, and it's creating new experiences in your life, okay, to move you forward and gain new insight of what you're learning. Now, if you don't do that, you'll never grow, right? You'll just stay stagnant and you'll stay stuck. So I always believe in investing in myself more than anything. I've always invested in myself since 2008, and I've never stopped. Even when it was the toughest times for me, I never stopped investing in myself because I knew if I kept going, that something's going to break.
Yes. So make sure you don't look at money as if you're spending money, that you're invested.
Yes.
Okay. You're an entrepreneur. You're investing your money into new experiences. Okay. Not things, because having things, you can have the nicest car, you can have the nicest boat, the nicest plane, but how good is it if you're not experiencing new things and constantly growing, right? Growing your intellectual capital, growing your experience by traveling to beautiful beaches of the world, meeting new people on the beach, or embarking in different cultures, right? And understanding what it's like to live on this great blue ball that's floating in space.
That's spinning like thousands of miles per hour around the sun. And
exactly.
You don't feel
there
it,
are more places to go than just New York. Okay. There are more places to visit than just, oh, I've been to New York. Okay. You need to understand there are other places like Hawaii, Las Vegas, Paris, right?
Caribbean.
Yeah, the Caribbean, Bahamas. There's other places to go. Okay. Exactly. Peru. There's a lot of different places. Wherever you want to go, you can, wherever your heart, drives you to go to, that's where you follow your heart. Okay. Now, here's another thing that is considered. Okay. If you are guilty of this, let me see a 1. The grass is never greener on the other side. Give me a 1. The grass is never greener on the other side. Okay? You must understand to learn marketing and learn to water your own damn grass that you're standing in right now.
So in other words, guys, if you're looking for the greener grass, learn to be a marketer. Then that grass will get so lush and green that you never have to worry about actually wondering if the grass is greener on the other side. It's a misconception. People, they jump from one thing to the other.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
And they forget the point of being a master at their own craft.
Yes.
Okay. So the grass is never greener on the other side. We think so because our brain wants to say, well, that's the easy way out. So I'm going to go for that.
Right.
It's more comfortable, right?
Right.
So, but if you want that green to be so dark green and luscious that when you lay on it, it's like a pad. It feels like it's like soft, right? That's a luscious green grass. That's when you become a marketer.
Unless something occurs where, your grass is literally that you've been watering is taken away from you. Okay. Such as a company being shut down. Okay. And there's no more company, no more program. Then yes, you definitely have to go find something better, but don't do it while you're involved in something. And then you're trying to unplug this to go do that. Then you unplug this. It didn't work because you only tried it. Then you go to something. No, that's not consistency. That's not being consistent.
Yep.
You have to be consistent. In order for your grass to grow under you, you must water it, nurture it, and consistently show sunshine on it. You've got to literally water and grow your grass, right?
Yep.
Now, here's another thing. Stop trying to be right all the time. My mentor, Rich Guzman, always taught me that I'd rather be rich than be right. All you're looking for is always being right all the time. Why don't you look for being proven wrong? You actually can learn something from that. When you literally stand corrected and you're proven wrong, instead of always trying to be right, you just might learn something. Okay. Now, the other thing is, remember we talked about experiences. Okay. We talked about how we invest money to gain experiences. The richer that experience, the more you'll remember. Because like Rich talked about, on your deathbed, because that's the thing we all have to consider. We are not all immune. We're not like beings that can live for eternity as far as in
other words, we're not getting out of this life alive.
Yeah, you're not getting out of life alive.
Yeah, you're not going to get out alive.
You're not going to get out alive. We're all eventually going to kick the bucket. Okay. Is that what they say? Kick the bucket. We're all eventually going to meet our maker. And you have to consider that everything you create from birth to death, that dash is going to measure your lifetime. That dash on that tombstone is literally going to talk about all the experiences you've led up to the point of your death. And you need to make that dash worthwhile. Don't leave it empty. Give it to somebody. The richer the experience, the more you remember. You'll create amazing, incredible memories.
And the more you'll be remembered.
Right?
That's awesome.
Do not be persuaded by the notion that there is a glass ceiling above you and you cannot go past it. That's another thing.
It's an illusion.
The sky is the limit. Whoever said that crap is bullshit. Literally, it's just an illusion to keep you guarded, to make you believe that I can't go past this further. I can't, there's nothing beyond it. No, there is. You can literally break through it. This is why we have our t-shirts that actually says break free in our company, because we're talking about breaking free. Okay. Past limiting beliefs and illusions that have been programmed to us since birth. So don't be persuaded by the sky's the limit. You can't go further than that. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can.
Yeah, I mean, look at the sky. What's beyond the sky? More atmosphere, right? What else? Orbit, space, planets, universe, right? Unlimited galaxies. The list goes on and on and on. And beyond that, we don't even know, right? So how far do you want to go? It's really up to you.
Now, when you achieve your dreams, you also have to understand that by the time you get to your goals point, now what? Are you ready for the next journey? Are you being ready all the time? Are you ready to embark on the next thing? You got to look at things as if like, okay, now I'm at this goal. I've reached my financial goal. Now what? Or now I've gotten what I want, everything I want in my life. Now what? You have to say that to yourself, or you'll never remain hungry. You'll be satisfied. And entrepreneurs are not satisfied. We're always striving to better ourselves. Like every time we do a video, Rich and I are always saying, can we make this video better than the last one? We're in competition with ourselves. So you got to be like, now what? Right? You're in competition with yourself. So every marketing piece that you put out, every piece of content, you always want to outdo that last one and always outdo it.
Always improve. Yeah.
Always improve.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't be satisfied. Question everything and always seek the answers. By not asking questions, you will remain dumb.
There's times we actually are doing these lives here.
Yes.
And I'm not saying everybody, but we'll have like a big crowd, and a small percentage of people will ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because that's a lack of limiting belief. Like what they feel like if that's going to help them, are they going to feel stupid by asking a question?
Yeah.
No, everyone should be on these calls asking questions. The more questions you ask, the more answers you're going to get, the more you're going to grow. If you don't ask questions, you don't know what's next.
I'd rather have somebody say, I have a dumb question and ask me, to them a dumb question in the chat than to not ask it at all. Because not everybody is going to ask a question that you're thinking about asking. You're going to wait for a long time. Okay, so now, Rich, you want to take on the next part?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah,
I'll
go ahead.
Okay. So here's the thing, guys. You can control your dreams, okay? And once you control your dreams, you can definitely control your time. And what I mean by that is, you ever notice when you're doing something that you really, really love, like you are in that moment, like it's almost like time just it just stands still, and you just enjoy it for that moment. You're like, wow, I can't believe I'm here. This is exciting. This is when time stands still for you for just a little while, and you stretch time for that moment. It's a beautiful thing, right? So when you start controlling your dreams, that's when you start controlling time, because what happens is if we don't control our own dreams, guess what we're doing? We're actually controlling someone else's dreams.
Sad, but true.
By working for somebody else, okay?
Yes.
We're living their dreams. So that means we're controlling their dreams. Isn't that pathetic? Isn't that horrible?
That's sad.
But it's better when we, put our foot down and we say, you know what? I want to control my own dreams because I want to control my own time. I know I can stretch time because it's my own time. Very, very powerful.
And I like stretching time.
Oh, me too. Me too. So, and also, guys, freedom exists as long as one is never imprisoned by outside influence. This is a big one. I want you to think about your mind for a second here. Your mind, it gets so imprisoned and it gets so stuck. I love that word, imprisoned. It inspires me when I hear that word, because I know that I'm aware of that, right? Are you guys aware how your thoughts trap you and imprison you, to make you believe what's possible, from a bigger picture, a bigger standpoint, right? I want you to really think about it. This is deep, guys. This is important stuff, okay? Like think about a giant round, freaking ball, and it has a thick chain.
Like a ball and chain.
Yeah, and a thick chain attached to it with a metal bracket around your ankle. That's what your mind goes through every single day. That ball gets heavier and heavier the less you don't work on your mindset. I want you to think about that. Don't let anyone imprison your own thoughts. because their thoughts are in prison. You don't need your thoughts to be in prison either. You got to break that chain, snap that chain, do what you must do, and break free from that weight, because that's what's holding your mindset back, and your mind is being trapped.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And suffering is a result of thinking that something is going to be one way and then turns out to be another. You ever notice, like, when you're actually building your business and you go, you know what, that didn't work out, that sucked, right? This is not going to work. You guys ever get that feeling? Like, things are not working. I'm not generating leads, or I generated leads, but I'm not making any sales. And why is it nobody's responding to my emails? It's because you expected it to be a certain way. And when you expect something to be a certain way, okay, you start to suffer when you expect something. Now, I talked about this in the past, and I said, you know what? I don't expect anything in return. I just do what I do.
Yes.
And it always seems to work things out, right? Because I'm always leaving room for growth, always leaving room for, like, okay, well, it didn't go that way, and I'm okay with it, but what if it goes this way, right? You have to keep growing that way, guys. Don't expect things. Just learn, take the action, right? And just go with the motions, and you'll learn from those mistakes, and you'll learn from those failures, okay? All right, and the next thing, true wisdom is expecting or accepting that you know very little, okay? True wisdom is accepting you know very little.
You can't say that you know a lot or you know what you're doing. If that was the case, then you pretty much are building this all by yourself, and you don't need any outside help from the professionals.
I want you to think about how I've been talking to you guys for quite some time. You guys who have been following us for a while, I never say I know everything. And the reason why is because I know I don't know everything. And I'll never know everything, right? But if I leave my mind always in room for improvement, and I always say to you guys, what do I always say? I always remain a student. And when I remain a student, guess what happens? I have room for growth.
And when I talk about this, about true wisdom, you have to think about where your mindset is at this point right now. If you're not successful yet, it's because of this. If you look at this diagram right here, here's your mind as far as what's going on. Here's how much you know. That one dot right there, that's your awareness. That little dot right there in the center, that's your awareness. And the more that you constantly learn and feed and study, that dot begins to get bigger and bigger and bigger, like that.
Yep.
But all of this here, you still have more areas to fill and learn.
There's always room to learn even more, guys, right? And the more that we learn, the more valuable we become as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And we're talking about entrepreneurism, not as just being an entrepreneur and making money. Entrepreneur is about, like, your life experience,
yes,
your financial side, your spiritual side. There's many different levels of being an entrepreneur, okay? I don't know about you, but I want to create a very awesome, fulfilled life that I can be proud of, that I know that I gave it my all and I gave back to so many people to touch their lives. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel fulfilled. And that's really important. That's the big picture. I mean, it's great to have nice cars and nice house and travel and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's not fulfilling. What's fulfilling is giving back and touching somebody else's life.
And you can lay your head on the pillow at night, feeling fulfilled, feeling rewarded, feeling like you did something of a positive impact.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, guys, always remain a student. That is the best advice I can give you. Always remain a student. And I learned this from the past of when I learned to play guitar and I taught myself. I brought one book. Did I become a guitar expert from that one book? No. I brought another book. And these books that I brought were album books. So I learned albums that I want to learn to play. And I didn't know how to play, but I taught myself because I dove right in deep and I remained a student. And I said, you know what? I'm going to remain a student. I'm going to learn from different bands, different aspects, different genres to become a great guitar player. Okay. And there's still more I don't know about guitar playing. Could you imagine? Right? Same thing with anything in life, guys. Okay. Just accept that you know very little. And when you become humble, that's when everything and expansion start to take place and your mind becomes so open and it's a whole new world. Okay?
And
you guys will love it.
The other thing is you are the greatest teachers, all of you guys. You may not think of it right now, but as you're learning new skill sets and you're increasing your skill sets, you become an asset to the marketplace. I talked to somebody yesterday in chat, and this guy was a professional. He's got an offline business, a cleaning company. And I asked him, what are you doing to increase your intellectual capital so that you could be an asset to your company? He had no clue what I was talking about. And I said, what are you reading? What are you studying? What are you doing to teach yourself to become a master of that craft so you can teach someone else and pass on that legacy? So you are your greatest teacher, but you start out by seeking new skill sets, seeking to learn something so that you can literally increase your skill set to the point of mastery and you can teach someone else. People ask us all the time, Ace and Rich, how did you guys become, amazing digital marketing business coaches? Well, we did not go to digital marketing business school to do it. We actually learned it through the School of Hard Knocks. What happened was we actually started training ourselves. We trained each other, and then we seek mentors. We invested into coaches that cost thousands, okay? Cost thousands of dollars. Thousands. And we literally went to their workshops. We got trained through them. Then we took everything that they taught us that went from like that, and we applied it to our students. So any clients that came to us
we applied it with us first. To get those results.
Right.
Then the results came.
Yes.
Right? And then we started applying it to the students.
We started teaching it to our students, and then they came back to us with testimonials and said, what you taught us is working. What you shared with us, I'm getting results. I'm showing up. Not too long ago, if you look on our page right now, below this feed, you'll see somebody saying, hey, thanks, Ace and Rich. You taught me video marketing. You taught me one tip and it worked. And here I am on the search feed, and there I am in the 4th place. Like, they didn't have that before. And that's the thing.
That was today.
That was today. Yeah. So when you have something like that, man, that feels so good. So like I said, you guys are the greatest teachers. You just got to learn how to take what you learn and teach it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to do the last one?
Sure. And guys, when you're all done with all these experiences, compose it. Don't throw it away. It's your legacy. It's your life. It's your journey. It means a lot. Everybody's lives here, it means something. You're all special. You have a lot to offer. And this is your journey. Take care of it.
This is your opus. When you leave this world, you want to leave this with somebody, whether it be your children, your grandchildren, or someone aspiring to be like you. And by composing, we necessarily mean, write a book about it. Take everything and turn it into the chapter of your journey and put it into a book as your life story.
Yeah.
And people will read about all that you went through and how they themselves can be inspired to do what you did. Okay?
Absolutely.
So we are going to take Q&A. I see some questions right now coming in. We're going to do Q&A. Rich, let's find out how many people are here and then how many
guys, thank you
minutes.
For being with us today. And thank you for actually being here and we sharing this information. And
yes.
This is very important to us. We believe in mindset. We appreciate this. And we just want you guys to really understand how important it is to understand exactly what we talked about today. It's going to help you immensely. Okay.
All
so
right.
We're ready to Q&A.
Yep. Let me find your timer.
Let's do it.
Cool. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to put it for 10 minutes. Here's the clock counting down now. 10 minutes. And Rich, scroll up. I saw somebody who had a question about paychecks. Let me just take a look here. I didn't miss it. Let me take a look. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Janelle Thompson, question. Working paycheck to paycheck is hard to describe for your dream. How can a paycheck to paycheck help you reach a goal? Well, first of all, you're looking at that from an employee perspective. We're talking about entrepreneurship. So I don't want you to look at entrepreneurship as a paycheck. You need to take exactly what you're doing right now as your career or your day job to earn that paycheck and go to work with a different mindset. You have to learn to go to work and use your job to fund your dream. That's how you're going to do it. So every paycheck that comes in, pay your bills, pay what you owe, and literally take whatever capital you have left over and invest it into your intellectual capital so you can grow yourself as a business.
Sacrifice those
yes,
fast foods.
Absolutely.
Easy, things to spend on.
Yes.
And start applying it into your business and start investing more in your intellectual capital.
Yes.
And your mindset would start to shift, and you would start creating more knowledge, and then you'll have something to say in this space. And people will listen.
And tell Janelle what you said before you fired your boss, when you went into work. What was it that thing that you were saying, the affirmation about, I'm going to use this to fund my dream?
Oh yeah, no. When I went back to work, because this is my first rodeo, I had to go back to work in the same building. When I earned my first 6 figures, I had to go back and say, hey, I need my job back. I remember my mindset completely shifted. I said, okay, I'm inside this building, it was Best Buy. I'm a Geek Squad agent, and I said, I'm going to use this building to fund my dreams. I'm going to, to fund my entrepreneurship. And then I started looking at the building differently. I started looking at it as like not a job. Like, okay, these guys, managers, okay, they got somebody to talk to upstairs. This is a business. It must be treated like a business.
Yeah.
And I just kept that business mindset in my head while I was working my job. Even though I did my job very well, I still respected that building as a business. So I knew that this business was going to fund my business. Okay. So I didn't look at it as a job anymore. It was a business that was going to fund my business. And that just changed everything. So I was taking money. I was asking for extra hours. I was working 12-hour days. Yeah. I was pumping up that traffic, running my ads, purchasing products, learning new skill sets, and just kept growing. Never stopped.
So I hope that answers your question. All right, let's see here. Who else has another question? Diane Robin, we are really into mindset. Could you please tell us what y'all think is the best book on the market that we could get?
Well, it's hard to say what's the best book. Everybody has their favorites and everything. And it depends what you're trying to do to better yourself. Like for me, as an entrepreneur, I wanted to get a book on better sleep, and it was recommended from Greg, how to sleep smarter, and that really helped me. And it didn't help me with just sleeping; it helped me with overall, like, how could I do things to be more active and health-wise, to sleep better, a lot of different things. I mean, that book is amazing. So depending on what you're looking for, like if you feel that you're struggling with something, find the expert who teaches how to not struggle with that anymore. For instance, so much mindset on, with Jim Rohn, Les Brown, all these different leaders out there. You have to find what resonates with you. If you're looking for, I know Tony Robbins, like he's amazing. And I know you guys already know about Tony Robbins. But if you're looking for, I can give you guys some pointers. One of my favorite books is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I love Darren Hardy because he really helped me really have a narrow focus on what I was trying to do. And because of applying that, it picked up steam, and that locomotive got up that mountain, baby. Okay. So that really helped me understand that philosophy. And if you apply that, same thing will happen to you.
Right. So if you have a problem with staying consistent in your business, that's a challenge. Yeah. So you find a book that solves that problem. Darren Hardy's The Compound Effect will address that challenge. So that's the book you read on that. If you're looking for a book on marketing, then there are tons of books out there, and it can be very, very overwhelming. I think the best strategy to approach marketing is to find a mentor. And when you find a mentor, you want to get coached by that mentor. Find out what the price point is. Find out how much their time is, affordable or not, and literally do what you can to get in front of that guy or that person, that gal, to train you, to literally coach you from zero to your first million, so you can learn. That's how you actually get good at your craft, is you find the right mentor to work with.
Well, think about this. You guys are going to be going on an incredible journey in the next 90 days, starting July 7th. And it's going to really change your lives, because Greg has changed mine. I've known him since 2008. So that's going to be some really good mindset stuff in that training as well. For example, guys, we've done, multiple six figures on the internet. I want to learn how to get to that 7-figure mark, right? So I wanted to be coached by a 7-figure earner. So what did I do? What did we do? We ended up hiring a 7-figure earner to teach us how to earn 7 figures, right? The only way to learn something in a certain strategy from your mindset or whatever book you want to get, you have to learn how these people think. And when you learn how they think, you apply that knowledge, okay? So you're borrowing that knowledge and you're applying it to your own mind.
Yes.
And when you do that, that's when you start having results. Okay?
She says, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too wide to figure out what's the best. I truly believe there's no best. I believe it's what's best for you in the moment that you need a particular strategy to learn.
Yes. And if you, like she says, like books on letting any doubt or negativity ever again, listen,
Les Brown is great.
Yeah.
I love Les Brown.
Les Brown is great and all, but here's the thing. There are so many books that actually target that problem. And I think what problem is people read too many books on this stuff and they never apply it. You can read all about it all day long, but if you're not applying those strategies to target, like Anthony Robbins says, if you don't apply these strategies, you can keep reading all you want till you're blue in the face, but you're not applying what is taught. It's not going to work for you.
I also needed the punch in the gut.
Yeah.
And a slap in the face.
And so that's where a coach comes in.
Yeah, that's why I hired.
And you need somebody to tell you like it is. Yeah. Cut your bullshit. Let go of limiting beliefs. And stop with the negativity, because that is what keeps you on that same roller coaster.
That's why I hired another 7-figure earner.
Yes.
Because I need a slap in the face and a punch in the gut. And I need to hear what I needed to hear, not what I wanted to hear.
Exactly.
Because, he told me, he said, if you need to go back to work, I have to do it, in my past, before I made my million, you just get your ass to work, be fucking responsible, do what you got to do. And it was something I didn't want to hear, but I needed to hear it. And
yes,
and I'm grateful for that. So just have to find what you're looking for in that moment that's going to help you. If you're struggling with something, like you said, very important is that you have to dive in deep with that struggle.
Yes.
And get over that struggle, whatever means necessary.
Okay, let's take a look here. Keep the questions coming, guys. These are good. We are tackling away. Clock is ticking. 1 minute left.
All right, let's see here. Tracy Lee says, awake the sleepy giant inside. Absolutely. Because there's a giant in all of you guys.
Everybody has one.
Once it's awakened, it's on. You're not stopping. It's game on. Like, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And honestly, guys, whoever's taking that Top Gun Academy, you're not going to recognize yourself in 90 days when you complete it. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah. Everything's going to change for them.
Okay.
Any other questions?
You're welcome, Di.
I just saw Daniel Butts just joined. Hello, Daniel.
Daniel Butts. What's up, buddy? What's happening? My brother from another mother. That man is awesome, man. When I was down and out, he was there for me too, man.
Chata says, I have to go back part-time 1 day a week to school.
Cool. All right. 1 day a week. Hey, do what you got to do.
Yeah. I know adults that, they don't want to go back to school, but what they do is they take, non-credited college classes to just learn specific things about technology, because they feel that, they were kind of robbed of it by just
not having a great teacher.
Not having a great teacher to teach computers or to teach them Facebook or to teach them, something about searching the internet. That's our time, to search the internet.
All right. And look at what she said.
What she said.
To fund
your business. Yeah.
Look at that.
You got to do what you got to do. And you're doing the right thing. We commend you for actually getting out of your comfort zone, sucking your pride in and just saying, I just got to freaking do it.
Most of us was not born into a wealthy family, guys, where we could actually go start a business and say, hey, Mom, Dad, can you give me some money because I want to start a business? Sure, son, we're a millionaire, so why don't we just give you money and go start a business? Most of us weren't born with a silver spoon in our mouths. So we have to do it this way, right? We have to make sacrifices and make some big massive changes in our lives, the way we think, the way we do things to grow and get to that point. Because those people that were born with a silver spoon in their mouth, those parents, if not their parents, their grandparents had to go through the same thing that we're going through right now to get to that point.
Tracy Lee says that was 12 o'clock Eastern for Top Gun, right? Yes, tomorrow at midnight Eastern Standard Time, the offer will end.
Yes, tomorrow at midnight Eastern Standard Time, it is going away. So what I'm going to do, guys, I am going to get you a link. I actually cut the video in half, so it goes straight to the actual offer. So you guys don't have to watch the whole video. And I'm going to give that, guys, to you right now.
So like instead of like the full 2 hours, it's like down to like 40 minutes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see what it's all about and everything else like that. Very important. So let me just go over to the Facebook chat.
And while Rich is doing that, please go ahead and ask the rest of your questions.
Yeah, we can take 2 more questions.
We can take 2 more.
And if we don't have any questions, then this is a wrap.
It's a wrap.
So here goes, guys. I pinned the comment right there for you. And just click on that. It'll take you to the video. And then Top Gun earlybird.com is right there underneath the video. You to click on and get started. So you can begin your 90-day journey with us, Greg Davison. And I'm telling you, it's on. 2018, it is on. Okay, let me get back to Facebook here. Cool, cool, cool. And guys, if you're watching this replay, okay, and you don't know what Top Gun is all about, Top Gun Academy, just click on that link right there we put in the chat section. So that way you can click on it, watch the video, find out what it's about, you get educated, you're going to find out what this is all about. You're going to figure out like what your steps are going to be and everything. So everything is laid out, so there's no surprises. And it's going to be a very, very reasonable price for what the value is, okay? And I don't mean like just value, I mean insane value. This course literally should be at least $5,000 in my opinion, at least.
Diane Robbins says, let's get it on.
Yeah, it's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
So if you're watching this replay, make sure you click on that link, watch the video, and if it's for you, dive right in, get started, because your life's about to change in 2018.
Tracy Lee says, okay, cool. I don't mind watching that video again. It was totally rocking.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Teresa Morrison says, has the time been confirmed? Yes, on July 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that will be afternoon East Coast time, is when class will begin.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
All right, guys, that is a wrap. Pretty much. That's it.
Yeah, no more questions. We're good.
We are good to go. Want to thank you guys so much for stopping by this actual first class training. And tomorrow we have one more class because it's a Friday, right?
It's a Friday.
And then stay tuned for next week. We have a new lineup of great content for you that we're going to be teaching on. And, I'm just so excited that you guys have just hung around this long. We've been seeing an influx of new people, new guests, people that are repeat viewers coming back and just sending us awesome messages that you guys are learning so much from the stuff that we're teaching. So the more we hear from you that you are learning so much and you're getting results in your own businesses, the more we can give you so that we can literally help you break free from the barriers of your limiting beliefs and literally start seeing results as far as conversions and sales and leads and, you getting results in your business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So guys, with that being said, my name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Anastasia Hall, better known as Coach Ace.
And also the last announcement, I want to just let you know, we're going to be switching over to YouTube for our lives. Okay. We've been having problems with Facebook on and off with like getting things to work properly. And it's just been really a royal pain. So you guys are going to be heading over to YouTube, which is my YouTube channel, and actually subscribe and watch our lives there, because we're going to be doing more lives in YouTube. We're growing a pretty big following on YouTube, so I want to make sure we give that attention as well. And we'll take the video and put it on Facebook too, so you guys can watch it if you're at work or something like that.
But if you want to catch us live, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that link down below in the thread that has our YouTube URL in there too. So if you click on it, make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss out when we go live. So you can be a part of the actual 7 p.m. classes and experience. We start that next week.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be really, really awesome, guys. So like I said, with that being said, we're Ghosts. We'll talk to you guys soon. And have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, guys.